super up close and personal. Too close or no? Or is it good? I think it's good.
If I gotta be a bitch, I'ma be a bad one. Yeah, I'm AI with the P signs direct. Bounce back game too, Bobby Top really came. You never could say I'm lacking. All the shit I've been through only made me more of an assassin. I kill him with compassion. And baby, if they asking, tell them, I go crazy. Crazy. I go crazy. Crazy. Live for the challenge, only makes me stronger. One more reason to turn up on them. I go crazy. Crazy.
Hi guys. How you guys doing? My subbies, I've missed you guys. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back with a new vid. Avi. Last week was my last week of my second quarter, so I am here to tell you what I got in my classes, maybe some tips, you know, basic stuff. I filmed this video last Friday, but I did not like it because I kept saying in the freaking video, like I didn't know what I was talking about. Obviously I was not feeling myself or whatever the case may have been, but I'm back and I decided let me do it today anyways because all my final grades are up, so I can tell you the exact grades that I got in all of my classes. So not too much of a long intro, let's get into the video. Alright, so this is my second quarter of nursing school. For you guys who don't know, who may be new, I am in an accelerated ADM program. So we have 6 quarters and each of our quarters is 11 weeks, and I just finished my second quarter and I'm starting my third quarter in October, the first week of October, which is the 3rd, I believe. So I'm gonna try to not say I know, like I gotta think, and I'm trying to cut that though. So yeah, my third quarter starts October 3rd, and that quarter I will be taking fundamentals and I will be taking pharmacology. So I'm a little nervous, trying to get prepared, trying to get myself organized. I'm excited and super nervous to start pharm and fundamentals in October. Anyways, so back to this quarter. This quarter, the classes that I took were AMP2, I took microbiology, and I had nutritional principles in nursing. So let's start with microbiology because that's the first one that was on my list. In microbiology, my lab, rewind. My lecture was online, and then my lab was in person. So in my lecture, I got, what the heck did I get in my lecture? I got a 93 in my lecture, and then in my lab I got 100%. Lab was super easy. All you had to do was show up to the class, do some paperwork, looking through the slides, and you're good to go, and we got credit for our stuff. Lecture, what we had to do in my lecture course, since it was online, we had homework assignments each week, and each homework assignment either was 10 questions or 5 questions if we had a quiz. We also had discussion posts, and we did have quizzes every couple of modules. The homework was super easy. You just look through the book, answer the questions. Basically, the quizzes were super easy as well. So, I mean, overall that class to me was easy, but it was an online course. I know other classes, like if people do have to go on campus, it is a little bit more difficult. I'm glad that it was online for me because it was a little bit easier and I didn't have to, I guess, work super hard. Even though that sounds bad, but I mean, I'm just keeping it real with you guys. So yes, in microbiology, I got a 93, so I'm happy with that grade for sure. On to AMP2. AMP2, I know I talked to you guys last time, right? And I think I had got a C last time, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that I did, and I told you guys that I was gonna get, I don't know, either a B or an A. Well, I was so close. I got a 77 in my lecture class. I know, I suck. it's my fault. I cannot blame it on anybody else but myself. I did slack in the beginning. I didn't do good on the quizzes, and you know, I would just slack. So it's my fault that I got a 77. I could have gotten way better, obviously, if I tried my best. But my lecture was online again, and then my lab was on campus. Lab was super easy. You show up, you do your papers, you get a good grade. But in lab, we did have 2 exams, and my final grade in lab was a 94. In lecture, like I said, my final grade was a 77. In lectures, we would have to do case studies every other week, and usually the case studies were mad long, like 20 questions, and you'd have to write like a freaking paragraph for each question. We would have quizzes every week, 15 questions after every module, and we would have discussion posts. So the discussion posts were easy. The case studies were they weren't hard, but they took a lot of time, and you needed to do a lot of research for those. But most of the time, they were worth 25 points. I did get 100 on all of those because I did take my time and, you know, do that. The quizzes, like I said, this is the reason why I got a 77, because in the beginning I was slacking and I wouldn't do so good. I wouldn't look at the PowerPoints or anything like that, and I would just like wing the quiz and get a super low grade, which you shouldn't do. So don't do that. Do as I say, not as I do. But other than that, my 2 midterms, my 2 exams that we had in there, I got a 70 on the first one, and then on my last one I got an 80 on that one. So I was super hyped about that one. A&P is a very in-depth course as well. So I had like a book, I think I've showed you guys before, the A&P like for dummies, or the quick notes book for A&P. I'll link it down below if you want to get it, if any of you guys are in A&P. But yeah, I had that helped me out a lot. It has all the chapters. It breaks everything down for you in layman's terms. So it was super good. And it was like only $10. You could get it on Amazon. So that helped me a lot. And my teacher, she would have PowerPoints and stuff. And then my lab teacher will also have PowerPoints as well. So I did use those to do my quizzes and stuff and to study for my exams. But A&P is very in-depth. You do need to put in a lot of time to A&P 1 and 2. A&P 2, we really broke down the systems and we talked about each system individually, like the reproductive system, the cardiac system, the urinary system. For that class, you know what would really help? I'm not very creative, but if you are, definitely drawing pictures and making like diagrams is a good way to study for that class. Like I said millions of times, make sure that you know your learning style. That way you can apply it to your study habits. But for A&P, for sure, drawing pictures, diagrams, and all that stuff really did help. I also did have some notes that a fellow subby had sent me, and those really helped me, and I'm so grateful for those. As I say, thank you all the time. But yeah, it's just very in-depth, and you really need to put a lot of time into A&P. So whatever your study style is, just make sure you really apply that to that, because that is the base of everything that you're going to be learning. Like for sure. So I did spend a lot of time in that. Now, my last class was my nutritional principles in nursing. Now, it's a nutrition class, so we learned about, you know, what you put into your body, nutrients, vitamins, minerals, all that type of stuff. In that class, I got an 88. That is a nursing class, so it goes by the nursing grading scale, and an 88 is a B. So I got a B. I think it's 85 to 93, I want to say, is a B. I'm not quite sure. I need to get used to the nursing scale, grading scale, but it is a B. I got an 88 overall. That class was a really good class. I really did like that class. I like the stuff that we learned about. We had to do, let me tell you, we had to do discussion posts. We had a lot of papers to write, projects to do. So it was a very time-consuming class. But we did have 3 exams in that class. It is a nursing class, so we do have 3 exams throughout the whole quarter in that class, and I did very well on my exams, which I'm super hyped about. On my first 2 exams, I got an 86 on each, and then on my final, I got a 92, which I was so hyped about. And you know what's good about it is that you don't have to worry that, oh my god, what grade do I have to get on this test to pass? Because in my school, if you do not have a 78 average for all 3 of your exams, you do not pass the class. It doesn't matter what grade you have in the class. If you don't have a 78 average on all those 3 exams, you fail. So I was super happy about that. For my class, what we did, they would send us like a study guide type thing, and they would have study halls online, since it was an online class, my dimensions, my nutritional principles class. And what I would do to study was go and view the recorded study hall. The light is always blowing me. Anyways, I would go and review the recorded study hall, and she would go over the whole entire study guide, and I would just write down little notes that I thought were important on that and just study that. So if your school does do that, like have like a study hall or anything like that, utilize that, because it's very important. That is what I did, and that is how I passed all my tests, because the teacher would go over everything. So I was super glad about that. I did very well on my written assignments, not to brag, but you know, no, I'm kidding. But I did do well on my written assignments, on my projects, and like I said, I did get an 88. So I'm super hyped with all the grades that I have gotten this quarter and last quarter. I was happy with the grades that I got as well. If I didn't do as good, it is my fault. I can't blame anybody else but myself for not putting the time or the effort into it. So, you know, other than that, I'm happy. I'm on to my next quarter. I'm super excited. I know that I'm going to be super busy. I've heard from lots of people that I know that pharm is hard, so but it'll be all good for sure. Anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you kind of enjoyed. Sorry for being gone for so long. I did miss you guys bunches. Like, I do have 2 weeks off, so this week and next week, and then like I said, I start October 3rd, my next quarter. I will be going to Georgia this weekend, so if you guys want to see a little vlog, let me know, and I will definitely do that for you guys if you want to watch it. I know I'm kind of boring, but whatever, you can tell me the truth. So if you want to see that vlog, I will do it for you guys. Just let me know. I also did get another request from a subby to do like a story time on my life, like, you know, how old I was when I had my daughter, what I was doing, and all this type of stuff. So if you guys do want to see that video as well, let me know, and I will film that and put that up for you guys. I have not yet made an Instagram, but I will, and once I do, I will link it down below so you guys can follow me, so we can chat and, you know, all that good stuff, whatever. But yeah, I think that's it. I didn't want to make this a super long video. Anyways, oh, and I wanted to say almost 1,400 subbies, like, is lit, so lit. Thank you guys for all the support. I really do appreciate it. To my OG subscribers, thank you so much for riding with me. I see you always as per usual. To my new subbies, thank you so much for subscribing to me and joining the nursing fam. And if you're watching this video and you have yet to subscribe, and you kind of sort of like this video, and you may be a teeny bit, you know, like me too, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you guys a part of the community, part of the fam. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. I love you bunches. Besitos. I'll talk to you soon.